So today we're going to talk about the Bolt RPCAP function. This is a new function that's been added to Bolt that allows you to do a remote packet capture. So in the picture there, you can see that what you can do with this feature is first, you can turn on a mirror function. And when you turn on the mirror function, what you can do is set some criteria of things that you want to capture and then mirror it over to ETH2, which is one of the ports coming into the CPU. And this allows you to get the mirror going. Then what you can do is you can enable RPCAP. And once you enable RPCAP, this allows you to use Wireshark um, on a remote computer and use the remote functions of Wireshark to actually get an RPCAP from the Bolt. So you'll actually be able to view in real time Wireshark captures that are coming from Bolt and are sending to you traffic that you specified using the port mirror function. So this is a very powerful function, which is really nice for looking at real-time captures. You do need to be a bit cautious with it. We'll continue refining on this and making sure that it can't crash the unit. But right now, there's a bit of caveat emptor that you need to really be careful when you're doing the capture and limit the capture to just what you need to look at so that you don't overburden the CPU and possibly cause the OLT to reboot. Once you've completed your capture, then you need to disable RPCAP on the OLT. In the future, there'll be a timeout on that and it'll shut down itself, but at the moment, you're responsible for actually shutting it off. So first, let's look at the format of the mirror command. So the command is Tolt Diagnostics Flow Mirror. And the first parameter is direction. So you can say ingress, egress, or both. When you say ingress, it's just traffic that is ingressing on that port or net interface. Egress means only traffic that's going out, or both directions, meaning you'd like to see both traffic coming in and traffic going out. Then there's also a optional MAC filter. So if you want to constrain it to just one device that you want to capture, which is really a good thing to do because it limits the size of the capture, you can place that MAC filter in there so it only forwards packets that are related to a specific MAC. You can then also do one of three options. You can mirror a net interface as your source, an NNI interface, so an individual port, or a PON interface. So, you can choose any one of those. You can only use one of those sources at any given time. Then you have the target. Now, generally speaking, you shouldn't really have to set the target unless you're using the mirror to perform some function other than RPCAP. So the default is ETH2, which is what you normally want when you're doing an RPCAP. But you can mirror to any other port, and that's often used when you have security and surveillance apparatuses that are sniffing ports on the OLT or sniffing uplinks on the OLT. So this allows you to take the mirror and mirror over to a given port that can then be plugged into your security appliance. The last parameter is VLAN, and you can either put in a single VLAN number or any, and any will watch all VLANs. And so those are the parameters for the mirror command. So first you set up the mirror, then you enable RPCAP. So once you enable RPCAP, it will begin exposing the RPCAP interfaces to the outside world, which you can then attach to with Wireshark and make a capture. Okay, now we're on the OLT and we're going to set up a flow mirror. So we'll say Tolt Diagnostics and then flow mirror, and we'll say enable. And we can see the parameters here. We're going to say direction both. I could say ingress, egress, or both. We don't need a MAC filter this time, but then we're going to say net interface because we want to mirror everything that's coming in or out of our uplink. And we'll set which net interface we want to mirror. Now, if I just wanted to mirror just a single port, then I would use N and I. Or if I wanted to watch what's going up and down the PON, I could do that as well by using the PON interface. I can only use one of those at a time. And then there's the target and VLAN. Now, in this case, I'll just demonstrate that you can see that I could mirror over to one of the other interfaces, but I'm going to leave it at the default, which is CPU. And then I'm going to set my VLAN. In this case, I'm going to say all VLANs because I want to see all the traffic, not just on a single VLAN. And I'm going to hit enter. And I see action success true. So I know that my flow mirror is created. So now I have all the traffic on the uplink and it's coming into the CPU. But now I need to enable RPCAP so that I can actually do a remote capture of that traffic. I could use the TCP dump function at this point to actually dump it here on the screen. But in this case, I'm going to do a remote capture because I want to see it live. So the next thing that I need to do is I need to enable RPCAP. So I'll say Tolt Diagnostics RPCAP enable. Okay, so now I have it enabled and I'm going to go over to Wireshark. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to click on the interfaces and we want to click on Manage Interfaces. And then we're going to click on Remote Interfaces and we're going to add a remote interface. So the host is the IP address of my OLT. In this case, I'll say 172.29.122.141 because that's my OLT's IP. And we're going to use the default port for this function, which on Wireshark is typically 2002. Currently, there's no authentication on the RPCAP, so we'll actually not have to authenticate. So we'll say OK. And so now what's going to happen is it'll connect to the OLT, and we can now see all the interfaces that I have on the OLT. And what we want to do is we want to click on ETH2 because ETH2 is my uplink. All right. So now I can see ETH2 right here, and I'll double click on it. And now I am actually getting live captures of my uplink. Okay, and we're now back on the OLT, and just to kind of demonstrate that we have all this set up and working correctly, what we're going to do is we're going to do a ping, and we're just going to ping our gateway. So now we have our ping going, and we can actually see now that we can see that ping going out the uplink of the OLT. So we know that we have our our system set up correctly, and we are now capturing everything going out the uplink, and we verified that it works. And so we just have one other step that we need to do. Once we finish our capture, we need to actually shut it down, and I'll show you how to do that real quickly. So the last step is one that we mentioned earlier, and that is that once you've finished your diagnostic session and you've gotten the captures that you want, you need to turn off that RPCAP interface for a couple of reasons. One reason is that you'd be exporting that RPCAP interface to the outside world, and people can attach and capture packets, which obviously you would not want to leave that open. The second reason is that the CPU is processing all those packets, and so we want to disable it and remove the flow mirror so those packets are no longer coming into the CPU. So let's do that real quickly. So we need to say tolt diagnostics RPCAP disable. So now we're no longer exporting the RPCAP interface. So now let's also remove that flow mirror. We'll say tolt flow mirror, tolt diagnostics, I'm sorry, flow mirror disable. And so now we've disabled them both, and we're back to the state before we started. So hopefully you've enjoyed this demonstration of one of the great new features on Bolt, and hopefully it'll be very useful to you out there when you're troubleshooting.